Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a great week, or hope you're having a great week if you're from the US. The week is not over yet, but for most of us, or for a great part of us, it is. Welcome back to this new video. We're going to do a full market update over everything you need to know regarding news, regarding the current situation for Bitcoin, which is quite volatile as expected. And then we'll also talk about some altcoins. Altcoins have actually been quite interesting in the last 24 hours. In my opinion, there's a fair share of opportunities. So I just wanted to go over some opportunities I have found, or at least some opportunities I'm keeping my eyes on with all of you. So that's what we'll do. So let's get right into it. Now, first of all, talking about the news, we have some minor economic data today. I mean, you can see the S&P PMI basically. PMI and existing home sales have come out. Results are very bearish. All right, so these are not great results for the US. Less homes have been sold. The consumer sentiment is much lower than expected. The PMI is almost across the board lower than expected. So is that the end of the world? No, not necessarily, because so far, one of the key reasons why Bitcoin has actually been able to get at least some bullish momentum here and there is a very weak dollar strength index. And that's still what we're seeing right now, right? You can see the dollar strength index has, I think, officially reversed, so it has turned bearish on all time frames, including the daily time frame. Now, obviously, we can still have moves up and down, and you can see right now we are at a fairly strong support level. You can also see that right here. So that's still the case, but ultimately this is turning bearish, and that's great for Bitcoin. So therefore, I mean, this economic data, it's not the most important economic data, but it's definitely not bearish for Bitcoin, at least not right now. And then outside of that, we also had this, that the SEC agrees to drop enforcement case against Coinbase. Great news. All right, we saw some base coins actually do quite well, such as Degen and Brett. Outside of that, I don't expect that much. What we also saw though, but I don't have the news on that, unfortunately. I saw somewhere, and I saw some data about Chinese liquidity. Maybe I actually have that here. Chinese liquidity actually going up a lot, and we see in general the liquidity circumstances in China and Asia going up since the 13th of January, and again since the 10th of February. That's great, but more on that later, because I do have to do some more research on that. Now, so far the US market opened 33 minutes ago. What we're seeing so far is that there is a lot of volatility. There's still a Coinbase Bitcoin premium though. All right, so you can see that there were some major sells coming in about 3 minutes ago. But overall, the Coinbase Bitcoin price is still at a premium, so there still seems to be bidding coming in from the US. And I am also still relatively bullish on Bitcoin. Now, the question is, if we zoom out, look, we have resistance right here around 99,000, so that's where we are at right now. And there's major resistance right here at 101,500 and the area around that. Now, I personally do not think, unless we get some new news, some breaking news, I don't think we're going to break through this major resistance level. All right, the volume across the market is also relatively low compared to other times we've broken out. Momentum is relatively low, even though the leverage is high. So that's why I expect us to retrace soon. However, the question is, well, will we retrace from this level at 99,000, or can we move up to this level at 101,500 first? Before moving down? And this morning I said we're going into 100, 101,000. I still do think that. What you can see, and what I said earlier today, is that the leverage is quite high. You can see that right here, and that is still true, but I dove into the leverage a little bit more. And fortunately, it's also quite a few shorts being closed, pushing the price up. It's not only leverage positions going in. I mean, you can see, for example, right here, since the US opening, the leverage, the open interest, has actually dropped down while the price has gone up. So that's still pretty good. Now, like I said, given the low volume, and given the current fundamental circumstances, because like I said, the dollar strength index is relatively bullish, the USDT dominance is at support, so that's going to be quite tough to break through. I still do think we're going to retrace, but for now, for Bitcoin, I still would say that it's most likely will move up first before ultimately from there pulling back down. But I'll keep you updated on that. For now, let's take a quick look on at XRP. XRP has been relatively quiet, still going on right now. All right, you can see the price is kind of starting some sort of a consolidation. Maybe if we see some bullish news coming out, we can actually get a move into 2.9, 2.95. But the higher Bitcoin goes without XRP breaking above 2.75, the lower the chance gets that XRP is actually going to be able to break out above that. And what you can see right here is that the leverage or the momentum for XRP is also quite low. And the volume, even though the volume across the market is actually going up, for XRP it's dropping down. So I don't expect much from XRP specifically. However, we do have some other altcoins that I think are interesting now. Personally, and in the Signal group, we bought Celestia. That's doing quite well. That's up about from our entry. A solid 11%, but we leveraged it. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have my own Signal group in which I share all of my own trades. We had a very profitable week again last week as well. So in general, I would recommend you to check that out. Also in an XCN buy, but that's still that's only up about 2% or something. But we are trading. I am trading at least. So if we're taking a look at the altcoin market, you can see after the US market had opened, the market is quite correlated. Some coins are outperforming, but there's no coins outperforming that much that I would say, all right, well, those are very interesting, at least not from this list. You do have some other coins, if you take a look at the volume right here, that are interesting. Litecoin is still extremely strong, even though I personally would not buy that, as most of you know. Ordi from Ordinals is actually breaking out nicely. So that one you can see right here. Here you can see we had a range and we're trying to break out above that. So far the breakout is not confirmed yet, so be careful. But ultimately I do think this has a chance to break out, but only trade it if we actually do get that confirmation. Fartcoin is actually looking better now. You can see it broke some sort of a range right here, but the main resistance is around 44-42 cents. If Fartcoin is able to break above that, I mean, it's been in a constant downtrend for a very long period of time, of course, but I think then it's actually a decent buy opportunity. What more do we have? Say, people requested this from me. I personally would say I'm looking for a daily close above 26 cents. If that happens, then I think this looks like a decent buy, or at least then I see enough reasons to buy this. Until then, I'm still staying relatively cautious. And because I'm in Celestia already as well, which is quite correlated to say, I will stay out of this for now. Yeah, Morpho as well. Morpho, I also opened a small trade on Morpho. As you can see, was also consolidating here and was able to break out of that right here with volume. So I think this can get some more bullish momentum as well. But I'll keep you updated on that. Those are some altcoins that I would keep an eye on if I were you. For now, wait for the market to gain a bit of a more a better direction, I would say. Wait for that, wait for some volume to kick in, and be careful trading the end of the week, which is usually quite volatile. But that's it for now. If you do have any questions, let me know. Join the Telegram or the Discord group for free and talk with me about it in there. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.